Annyeonghaseyo from Korea. Welcome to Next Matchup. I live here in Korea and I've lived here for nearly half my life actually, and I love cooking Korean food. So on this channel I cook a new Korean dish every week, and this week it is Dubujorim. It's dripping. It's dripping everywhere. Dubujorim just means braised tofu. Dubu is tofu, this beautiful white thing here with this lovely spongy consistency. So we're gonna braise it. First we're gonna fry it off. We're gonna prepare a delicious sauce and mix it all together, and it's gonna be delicious. Let's begin. Oh, it's just making a mess. The best thing about Dubujorim is there's a few ways you can do it. If you prefer a saucier Dubujorim, then add a little more sauce, add a bit more liquid to this, and then adjust the taste as you go. However, if you're like me, you prefer it to be a little drier, though in a good way of course. You want that tofu to suck up all that sauce and you're basically left with like almost a tofu steak, then follow along with the one I'm using here. That'll give you a sort of less wet sauce, but you can adjust as you go, and I'll tell you more about that as we get to the end of the video and we start cooking it. Slice up your scallions, and of course I've thrown in some red pepper and some green pepper because that extra spice is necessary for this dish. I love a spicy dubujorim, and it has to have a little bit more of a kick, especially since I'm using slightly less sauce. So throw that in at the end just as we're ready to go, and give it a mix. So as you can see, there's not exactly a lot of sauce there, though that's more than enough for the pan I'm using, but feel free to make a little more if you want. Tofu, make sure you're getting the extra firm tofu, or even just the tofu you might use in a jjigae. Don't get the soft tofu, it won't work as well. Though I will say it does make it a lot easier if you have a firmer tofu, simply because it'll hold its shape and it won't break apart as you're flipping it and moving it around and manipulating it on the pan. Drying the tofu is always important. It just makes it easy to get slightly more of a crispy outside, though in this case we're not really frying it in that way. We're not doing a sort of fried tofu here. This is a softer tofu. A lot of people prefer to actually have tofu like this. They'll just put it in as it is with the sauce. In this case they want a softer tofu. I prefer my braised tofu to be a little bit tougher. Almost not tough is not the right word, a little bit more firm. So I do like to get it nice and golden brown on the outside, and some people want it even firmer than this, so they want to fry it up even. So just do it how you feel and play around with the taste. Add about 2/3 of the sauce to begin with because, well, once we cook it for a little bit, we're going to flip it over and pour more sauce on the other side. For this part of it, we're going to turn the heat down and actually start to cook it on a slightly lower heat, or the sauce will just quickly disappear and you'll end up burning it. You can see how quickly that sauce did sort of dry up as the tofu sucks in all that flavor. Add the rest of your sauce on top, and at this point you can always add a little bit more of something, a bit more water, perhaps throw in a little bit, tiny bit more soy sauce if you do that, or you'll lose the flavor. If you keep cooking it here for longer, you're going to get a firmer tofu with less sauce as that water evaporates and the tofu sucks in all the flavor. However, on the other hand, you might want to soften the tofu, and you might want to cook it for a little shorter time and get a more consistency to your sauce to have a little bit of sauce support, if you want to have it with some rice, for instance. But I love to have it like this. This is how I eat it, and I basically ate this whole plate. All cooked. Let's see. Ooh. Perfect. Salty, that soy sauce is what we want. It's a soy sauce based sort of sauce we've done, but there's that delicious kick that I wanted. Putting in the peppers, and of course the red pepper, gochugaru, the red pepper flakes. Gotta remember the name. Yum! Spicy, and it is exactly what we want. Let's get another one. Oh, look at this. Look at this one. I'm gonna end up eating all of this, I think. So I'm just gonna eat. Too delicious. Can't talk, gotta eat. Thanks for watching.
Give the recipe a try at home. If you don't like spicy food, just don't add the peppers. Keep the pepper flakes because that adds a lot of flavor that's not necessarily too spicy. Or if you want, just maybe do half as much. So maybe half a tablespoon or half a teaspoon, say, of pepper flakes, and you'll be fine. So enjoy, cook it at home. Let me know in the comments if you did and how it went, and if there's anything you think I should do to the dish to make it even more delicious. In the meantime, have a great day and 안녕히 계세요. Bye.